Good morning. Hi. Welcome to What's Up at the Library. It's 2022. This is our first episode this year. I'm super excited. I am Theri Ray. I am the interim director. This is my friend Megan.
Hi.
Megan is our teen librarian. I'm super excited. I'm going to try not to do that too much, but I get super excited. There's so much cool stuff happening at the library.
Yes.
In 2022, it's going to be great. I feel like we need to talk about some of the adult programming that's happening. We got a sizable grant from the Oklahoma Department of Libraries, and the Institute of Museum and Library Services provided us with a pretty significant grant to do some health literacy stuff. And health literacy is all about making sure that we have the information that we need to make healthy choices for ourselves. And what's healthy for me may be different than what's healthy for you. So it's all about getting the information and making decisions.
Right.
So we have a whole bunch of cool stuff coming up in this month, and I'm super excited. There is Tai Chi. Have you done the Tai Chi?
Well, I haven't done it here, but I've done Tai Chi before, and I enjoy it.
It's very calming.
It is, yes.
And like meditative, and it's like the meditative version of martial arts in my mind.
Yeah.
But it's not super strenuous. It's not.
No.
It's not
slow
like,
moving.
Right.
You have to be mindful about your movements.
Yeah, and it's all about balance. And so this one is Tai Chi for Balancing Tranquility. So it's all about helping develop and maintain balance, which is so important, especially as we age. As I watch the younger people, the little kids in the library, and sometimes they just fall over and then they roll and they get back up and they're moving again. And I'm thinking, oh, I would still be on the floor.
We have much farther to fall.
Yeah, and when I do fall, it's so much worse.
Yeah.
Because, whatever it is about getting older, I don't have that
Even when I don't fall, it's hard to get up off the floor.
True story. So we have the Tai Chi. There is easy yoga for everyone, which helps with, how do I figure out how to get up off the floor?
Right.
There's some very cool mindfulness lunch and learns.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a lunch and learn?
I just went on Tuesday. I went to Margot's mindfulness lunch.
What did you think of it?
It was interesting. I liked it. Yeah.
It was cool, right? So like you bring a sack lunch or a bag lunch or
bring your lunch.
Bring your lunch, and we provide drinks and some sort of dessert thing.
Right. Yeah.
And then they talk about mindfulness.
Yeah, it's a video series on, and this was just kind of an introduction, but I enjoyed it. It was really informative.
And mindfulness is about being in this moment.
Right.
Which is super helpful with like stress and anxiety reduction, because instead of thinking about that weird thing that I said to somebody 10 years ago, like you're at the store and they say, have a nice day, and like you say something that doesn't really respond to have a nice day, and then you think about it for years to come. If you can stop doing that, that's really helpful. Or worrying about the things that haven't happened yet. Right. And maybe won't happen. I mean, a lot of the things I find that I worry about never happen. So if you can practice being in this moment, especially when things do get stressful, and you start that awfulizing spinning thing, it's super helpful for like stress reduction and being in the moment. So I love mindfulness, and I love that we're doing a whole lunch and learn series on it. And I mean, and who doesn't want to come and learn a little thing while they eat their lunch on a Tuesday? There is another lunch and learn. It's a one-time series, a one-time session with Joy from OSU Extension, and that one is on, dramatically, developing a positive attitude, which I think is fantastic. Yeah. One thing that I've noticed is the more positive I am about things, the more things seem positive. Right. Right. Like whatever you pay attention to.
Whatever you focus on. Yeah.
So that is super cool. Join us for that. I love the lunch and learn concept.
I enjoyed it too, because if there was something in the evening, I probably wouldn't be able to go.
Right.
So I like that you can just come on your lunch break, and Yeah,
and I think that the lunch hour for a lot of people, especially in the downtown area, I mean, if you work in the downtown area, we're right there. Like, just walk on over, and it's not, it's not far, and we'll have some stuff for lunch, and, bring your lunch, and we'll talk you know, in this case, mindfulness, maybe we'll do some more lunch and learns. I think it's a great idea. I do love the lunch and learn. I like the daytime stuff. I do like the evening programs too. I keep telling myself I'm going to get to those.
Right.
And then sometimes I don't, but I want to.
Yeah. The desire is there.
The desire is there. So maybe one of the things I need to work on in 2022 is how do I organize my life so that I can do the evening things that I want to do.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, so here's the thing. I'm super excited. You know, I get super giddy excited about the sort of nerd stuff because I kind of am. On Wednesday, Theri Mote is coming to talk Marshallese Island culture, and we are going to live stream it on the Facebooks.
Oh, exciting!
It's going to be I'm very, very excited about expanding this technology so that when we do programs in the library, we are more apt to be able to stream them live on Facebook so that even for folks who can't come, I know that there are some folks who are super worried about the COVID numbers and they don't want to come out to things. So if we can stream live on Facebook or YouTube or both, I like both, then people can still get that programming without coming out. We are working on some social distancing stuff. So like we're setting tables up farther apart in our meeting rooms. The other thing I'm super excited about, and I wasn't going to mention this at first, but now I'm excited about it to mention it. We got the air purifiers. Have you seen these?
Yes.
So they're great. In all of our meeting spaces, so the Great Plains room, which is the big, huge room, and the Red Earth room, and even the study rooms downstairs, we have...
You have one more week to fill it out, to pick it up at the beginning of February, and we do it, I do it monthly, so... You'll
Fantastic.
get one a month, yeah.
Yeah, we get 2 subscription services at my house. One of them is art related because I love art stuff, and the other one is totally geek related. So we get a geek box. It's called Loot Crate, but subscription box is super fun. I love the idea that you're going to pick out a book for kids.
It's fun for me to be able to just kind of meet the teens and talk to them about books and things that they're interested in when they come to pick them up. So it's fun.
Yeah, and they get to say, hey, I'm interested in this.
Yeah.
Is there a spot for if they're like, I really don't like this?
No. Like I don't like one. That's interesting. Maybe we'll add that in.
We'll add that. Okay.
Yeah. It's constantly evolving.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's one of the things is we're always trying to improve and grow, and you know, like how do we meet the needs of our community?
Right.
And so tell us what those are, and we'll. Okay, so last thing before we close it up, I'm super excited about this too. It's 2022, brand new year. I don't really do New Year's resolutions because I know for me, I'm going to do that through January, and then I'm going to drop it, and you know. But so what I want to do is I want to think about what are the things that I want to focus on in 2022. And I thought we could do a display of all the stuff that staff are thinking, this is a thing that I want to focus on in the new year. And for me, it's writing. So I've brought a collection of books on writing. One of them is my absolute favorite, Stephen King. He's my favorite author, or one of my favorite authors. And he wrote a memoir about writing, which is fantastic, about like the whole process and specifically how he did it or does it.
Yeah.
But it's super helpful. He has a lot of great ideas, like the idea of going into a space and shutting a door.
Yeah.
To block out the world so that you're focusing on your writing in this moment, which is
so one of my
important.
favorite authors, Taran Fisher, she says that she reads that every year.
Really? She reads his book? That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's her favorite book on writing, and she reads it once a year.
I mean, it's so good, and I love. He's just witty and snarky and full of good ideas. And the other one that I really love, and I will forever quote Neil Gaiman on things like why writing is important, why reading is important, why libraries matter. This one is called Art Matters, and it is about why we need your art, like specifically your art. And it's super cool, but there's a whole section about libraries and why libraries are important. And like the right to read and being able to find books on the things that interest you. And how important librarians were as he was growing up. But this one's just really inspiring. It has great illustrations by Chris Riddell, I'm not sure how I pronounce that, but anyway, by Chris, and they're fantastic. I will always forever quote this book, but it also helps me remember that my art matters, like whether it's art or writing or however you express yourself. The world needs that. And then there's a couple more, and so we'll do a whole display on writing and why writing matters and how to help you write. We have a whole section of it. I know somebody else mentioned that they wanted to learn how to do cross-stitch.
That's cool.
Specifically make cross-stitch patterns. Like if you could design your own cross-stitch patterns, it'd be pretty cool, right? What do you want to work on?
Oh goodness. I also don't do New Year's resolutions. I just try to focus on just being better. I always focus on my health, and it's not always, weight loss or anything like that, but mental health, spiritual health, financial health, just making sure that I'm just keeping myself as healthy as I can be.
Yeah,
and
well and balanced.
Yeah, just going deeper into,
Yeah.
just being better.
Yeah.
So I don't have a resolution or like one certain goal. It's just, okay, here's what's good. Let's see what we can do to make it better.
Yeah. So, like maybe you would be like, so here's, how to, like be happier and healthier and, something like that.
Yeah.
Which I think is always good. I'm always trying to focus on the healthy. Sometimes I miss the mark a little bit. Somebody brought donuts in the other day, and I may have eaten more donuts than I should have. But I'm gonna get better about that. I'm gonna focus more. I'm gonna focus on writing because writing helps me sort of like express and process, and then things don't get so overwhelming, and then probably I don't eat as many donuts.
There you go.
So so super exciting stuff coming up in the new year. All the information that you could want, we hope. If you find that you want information that we don't have, let us know. We'll help you find it.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. And, come down to the library and let's do some fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right. See you at the library.
Bye.
Bye.